All right, everybody, this is Iman Mitchell, the Thousandaire Maker here, bringing you another great content-packed hangout with the one and only Mr. Anthony Richardson, big-time bonus earner right here, one of the few, the proud, and the brave who qualified for his full fast-action bonus, and he's the last of a dying breed, too, as we know with the recent changes that have come about, so definitely honored and humbled to have him on the hangout. Mr. Richardson, how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I'm really honored and blessed, man, to be on this hangout with you, man, because if I didn't see your video, if I didn't make that effort to reach out to you, I mean, when I called everybody, I said, man, I got to get this dude, man. I got to do interview with this dude, man. I like his YouTube, man. So, you know, you one of the reasons why I'm here, man. So I thank you, man, for taking out your time today.
Yeah, please. It's nothing. It's nothing. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just get started, man. First off, I ask everybody, you know, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your story? What would you like the folks to know about you?
Oh, man. A little bit about me, man. I done a little bit of everything, man. I done sold everything underwater. You know, from virgin hair to Jordans to bootleg movies, purses, NFL jerseys, you know. I did have some some jobs. I did do collections for about 4 or 5 years. I did do collections about 4 or 5 years. When I first started off, when I was like 18, 19, 20, I was into the sales field doing like AT&T call centers. You know, so I always been in sales. You know, always been a hustler. So and here I am today.
Okay. All right. Now, why did you join Solavei though? What was it about the company and the opportunity that spoke to you that made you want to, you know, say, all right, let's make this happen. Let me be a part of this.
Because it just made sense. I mean, I was paying $100. Me and my wife were paying about $210 with taxes, about $210 a month with Sprint.
Ooh.
Right. So So once I seen I can save $50 a month and I can earn money, it just, I didn't think about the $300 20 contract. I used my $650 bonus to pay that. You see? Yeah. So that was my plan from the whole gig. And I said, okay, I'm going to knock this bonus out and use this bonus to pay off that contract.
Yeah. There you go. And not a lot of people think like that. So. That's it. Now I feel your pain because I had Sprint too. Our bill was a little less, but I mean, yeah, it can, it's so easy. Like the people that get it, they get it like that. So now, what do you say? Because like everybody who doesn't know, the reason I'm talking to Mr. Richardson, you know, like I said, he's got his full fast action bonus. If you don't know what that means he enrolled 12 people direct in his network in his first 60 days. But not everybody does that. You know, not everybody accomplishes that feat. So when it comes to the people that you talk to, Anthony, what do you say to them? You know, how do you build your business, you know, yourself?
Well, really, how do I build my business, man? I just tap people into the funnel. You know, I tap people into the system that we already got created. So, you know, it's kind of like what Mr. Robertson has. It's a diamond play. You take them from first base to second base to third base, then you knock them out at home. So, I mean, I'm going to give you an example like today, right? My wife was out at the store, and a lady seen my car. You know, I got the car sign, the Solavei car signs, right?
Okay.
On my car. So, she seen that she does insurance sales, right? So, she seen that. She talked to my wife. When my wife got home, she called. I talked to the lady, and at that time, we was like 5 minutes from the radio show. So, I said, okay, I have to get on this radio show. Tap into this, and you can hear from the CEO sister herself instead of hearing it from me. So she got on the radio show. She liked what she heard. We're meeting Friday to sign her up because she's paying $140 a month for one phone line with T-Mobile, and her husband is doing the same thing. So you just whatever. I mean, every day there's a webinar, it's a training call, it's a launch call. It's something that you can plug somebody into, you know, to where they can be properly exposed to the business, right? So even if it's nothing going on, then you still got the email. Put them in your back office. Let them see the video. I mean, I got the video on my phone. I mean, I'm serious. I got it saved on my phone, so anywhere I'm at, I can pull up the What is Solavei video. I give them my earphone, and I let them see a 6-minute video no matter where I'm at.
Wow. Wow.
You see?
That's what I love. Yo, go ahead.
So it just, you just have to, you know, think quick and just plug people in. And if you do got a hot prospect that does see the email or they do like your website and that kind of understand, then you go straight. If they're really interested, then I try to get Chad or Ken Francis on the phone and do a power three-way. You know what I'm saying? Put somebody that's doing better than me that knows a little more than me on the phone.
It is right there.
Because that's how me and Chad, I have mastered the three-way call with Chad. I mastered it, you know, and he really, I put him on the phone with Chad and close him out. It's a team thing, you know? That's it.
Yeah, yeah. And let me say something about that. A lot of people do not use, and even me, I'll be transparent, I got away from three-way call. When I first got started last year in 2012, I mean, it was me and another guy that's on this channel, this YouTube channel, Chris Anderhagen. He was the leader that I was using for my three-way calls. And one of those three-way calls that we did got one of the most successful person on the team right now to date, Rudy Fuentes. After we did that three-way call, and I met Rudy on Craigslist, believe it or not, an ad I ran on Craigslist. Rudy signed up and opened up his own cell phone store. I've never met Rudy in my life, but I know because of that three-way call, you know, had it just been me and him, he probably, I don't know if he would have signed up or not. But using that third-party validation is so key. And I promise you, bro, most people are not using three-way calls. I wish I had more people on my team call me with a prospect and say, hey, Iman, I got somebody you want to talk to, and put me on the phone with that person. I'm not going to promise you I'll close them out, but I can try. You know, I'll do what I can, you know. But it just, you know, and, you know, I don't want to bash the folks on the team or anything like that. I will just say that, you know, I got to do better with three-way calls myself. I've reached out to a few other leaders, and I'm like, man, we got to get back on the ball with this three-way call thing. But because obviously you're a living testament to that. Now, in your opinion, well, we'll do this question. How do you? A lot of people, when they do stuff like this, they have a hard time dealing with rejection, and you know, people who say they're gonna come to your house to check out a presentation and don't show up, and you know, they're afraid to hear the word no and all that good stuff. But how do you deal with rejection when it comes to doing Solavei?
Well, see, the whole thing with rejection is I'm already programming my mind for the no, because see, it goes with self-development. You see, you gotta listen to like people like Les Brown. That's going. You already know. I like, so when I listen to Les Brown, Jim Rome, and stuff, I'm gonna do the law average, like the video you did the other day. I'm gonna keep talking to people because I know if I talk to 10 people, one person's gonna say yes, and it's just the law averages. So you don't let nothing. It's just staying positive. I mean, I love Les Brown. Man, I think Les Brown. Between Les Brown and Jim Rohn over me, the last 3 months have literally changed my life because I look at everything now from a positive standpoint. You see what I'm saying? If it's negative, I'm going to cut it off real quick, and I'm not going to entertain no negativity. So if somebody's not interested, if they're procrastinating, okay, I'm going to find somebody that is interested. I'm going to find somebody that ain't trying to procrastinate. That's it, man. You just got to stay positive.
Yeah. I mean, Jim Rohn and Les Brown, too. Jim Rohn really changed the way I looked at a lot of things. Even stuff like, you know, profit is better than wages, or like you said, the law of averages, using the parable of the sower and the seed, and how you just continue to sow that seed. You know, some of it falls on good ground, some of it falls on shallow ground, sometimes the birds get it, but that doesn't stop you from sowing that seed. So you just, like you said, you keep talking to people. And I know I hear sometimes people say, you know, they don't see the type of results that they want to see in doing. They think everybody's going to sign up because it made sense to them. I'll tell anybody. I signed up. I've signed up quite a few people. Some of them have fallen off, but most of them haven't. But I can honestly say I've talked to and corresponded with almost 1,000 people by now. 1,000 people, and I have not signed up a whole lot. But I'm 1,000 there. So ask me, was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it. All that rejection and the people ignoring what I said, and I'll get back to you, I'll let you know, I'll talk to my husband, I'll talk to my wife. You just keep. With me, it was like speed, and right now I'm getting back in that mindset that this thing, like Ken Francis said, the window is closing. Like it's every day. Every day. That window is getting smaller and smaller, and it's just a matter of time where it's not, you know, if somebody's going to sign up with Solavei, it's who they're going to sign up with. Because they're looking. And I've heard, because I've heard from people, and I'll ask the next question, I'm going to shut up. I've heard from people, though, they'll watch different leaders, because you can, just like we pick who we work with, so can they. And they'll pick a sponsor who's already successful because they know that this is a tried and true leader. This guy or this girl is proven. And see, that's why people, if anybody's watching this, that you're showing this to, Anthony is a proven leader. He's one of those few people that got his full fast action bonus. So all you have to do is do what he did, okay, and then you'll get the same results that he has. But you got to follow the system. You got to follow the system. Now, a 2-for-1 question. What, in your opinion, is the easiest thing and the hardest thing about doing something like Solavei?
Well, I would say the easiest thing is because T-Mobile and AT&T have large customer bases already. So if you can just find the people that you can just save them money, not even including about the plan, not including about the, getting into the, if you can just find people that you can save money on first, you know what I'm saying? That is, that's the easiest thing. I mean, Solavei is really not hard. I mean, I really can't say nothing is hard about Solavei. The people that are not being successful in Solavei, I mean, we're 6 months in the deal. Nobody knows about it, So, I mean, the people that are not being successful in Solavei, they're not plugging into the system that Solavei has. They're not plugging into the calls. They're not getting on the training. It's really a time that I'm not on the training. I'm not on the call. I might not get on all the webinars, but as far as the Dream Team 320 and, any training that Ken or Chad has, I'm on it. Any conference call thing, I'm on it. I'm learning. I'm taking notes. That's what people are not doing. People want to get rich scheme. This is not a get. You have to work the business. Point blank period. It's not a get rich scheme. You got to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was I don't know who it was. It might have been Eric Green or somebody who was on the webinar with Stacy last night that Chad hosted, where he had put something on Facebook about sometimes people just want to put money up and then have all this money just come back to them. They don't want to work. They just want to say, all right, well, I paid my $49. Now I want to be 1,000 there in 2 weeks. It don't work like that. It took me 4 months. 4 months to get it. And so it takes time. If you want to make like 20 grand a month in 1 month, this ain't for you. You need to find something else, because it don't work like that. But can you make that type of income here with enough effort and enough consistency and finding a few key people to work with? You bet your life it can. But you gotta stay consistent. I mean, I don't know about you, but I get excited about thinking about where we're gonna be by the end of this year. Like, can you imagine what your network is gonna look like December 2013?
Yeah.
That's
man. I can't really wait to see what my network means. Cause I mean, I got into business like, I think it was like 3 days left in December, so I'm really just gonna say January. So what it is? So I've been in the business January, February, March. But 2.5 months. It really ain't been a full 3 months yet. So and I already have 30 people in my network.
Wow.
I personally signed up 16.
Wow. See, and that so, right
there. So it's right growing, there, man. And then we did that meeting this weekend with Ken Francis, and I mean, some of the people that was snagging, man, they're calling me now. They moving, They talking to people, they moving. So, man, I just know it's just a matter of time, because I'm telling you, man, you just keep at it, stay consistent, man. I already know, man, all my family is going to be under me in Solavei. All of them. Eventually, it may take a year for all of this to snap, but they're all going to be. Just continue yourself, branding yourself on Facebook. Just stay consistent. And people are going to, it's called the law, what is the law of attraction? People say, you're doing it, they know you steady, you signing up people, they see you sign people, they're going to eventually come into your bit, because I'm already seeing it happening. I signed up my aunt, and she signed up 2 people within 48 hours. And I would never think she'd do anything like this ever. So you just got to stay consistent, man. And you're going to find people, you stay consistent, you're going to find people that's going to grow the business bigger than you. Or somebody in your network is going to find somebody that's going to grow the business better than them. You see? You just got to stay consistent.
That's it. Now, what would you say to a new person who just signed up in Solavei and wanted to build a large network? They're excited about it. They've seen some information online or you know, just heard about it, and they say, you know what, you know, Anthony, I feel like this is my ticket. This is my, you know, this is my moment right here. I want to build this thing. I want to get to that top level. I want to make that $20,000 a month. What would you say to a person like that?
Well, I think they need to do extensive research on Solavei. Like, you can even go to like Solavei TV and just get as much information about Solavei as possible. You know the CEO, know, you know, what company he done. You know, just get you know, as much information about Solavei as possible, so you're knowledgeable. So when you're talking to people, see, because really now I don't come at people with $49 a month no more. I don't. You know, I kind of come at them on a scale that, you know, hey, man, this is a revolution going on, man. This is like being with a Facebook or eBay or Amazon at the beginning stage. This is about creating generational wealth. See, I didn't change my whole talk now. I don't just talk about $49 a month, because really it's way bigger than $49 a month, you know? So, you know, I would say, you know, learn about the company, learn about the leadership, and tap into the system that your upline has created for you, and just duplicate what they do, because a lot of my success is that I just duplicate what Chad did.
But no, man, they want to get out of their own thing, you know? They want to make up their own stuff and have their own script, and their own videos and all that other type of stuff. So, yeah, but
duplicate the system.
Yeah, that's true, because I remember when I got started with Linda Hughes. Yeah, you know how when I signed up via Facebook, because that's how I found out about Solavei. So, you know, I just do what my sponsor did, was post on Facebook. If I don't be consistent in no other area, you can best believe you're gonna see at least 2 posts from me via Facebook about Solavei, and I'll tell you why. Because every time somebody's contract expires, every time they drop their phone, or when their kid turns, you know, 15 and they want to get them another phone, or maybe they lost a job, or maybe their disability got cut off, or, you know, they get laid off, I want them to think of me.
Exactly.
That's why I keep things consistent. There's so many ways to build this thing online and Facebook, which we're not going to get into all that and stuff like that. But I'm saying, you know, my approach is you have to let people know what you do. It's no secret that, you know, Iman and Anthony and Ken and Quentin and Ryan Lelf and Stacy Wallace, we don't put this thing under a bushel. We let this light shine. We do, right, because people know what we're about. So now, in your opinion, because you talked about the importance of getting a lot of knowledge about the company, but in your opinion, in terms of, you know, we do have the product offering of the unlimited everything for $49. How important is product knowledge to you in terms of folk asking, you know, does somebody need to know what types of phones they need and how to unlock a phone and sizes of SIM cards and all that type of stuff? How important is product knowledge?
No, you don't need to know how to unlock phones. You know, really, you can, you know, I even got a different way of doing it now, to where I just tell people, look, you just really, all you're doing is just activating a SIM card. You don't have to get a phone. Just activate a SIM card. You're in the business.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? Because really, that's all it is.
Yeah.
All you're doing is activating a SIM card. Because I kept my Sprint phone for 2 months. I was still building my business with Sprint, so people try to use that as an excuse. Oh, I need a phone. You know. No, that's an excuse. You see, yeah. I just got this phone 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I just started actually calling out on Solavei 2 weeks ago, but I had my SIM card in my desk.
Yeah.
The whole time, waiting for me to get rid of that contract.
Yeah.
You see, so you know, you don't have to know ins and outs, but I would say this. Now, as far as what I use a lot on people as leverage, like people that's with a Simple Mobile or with a Cricket or a Boost, is, you know, I know how many megabytes of speed they're getting as far as their plans with Boost. And I use that as leverage, because I say, okay, well, instead of getting 100 megabytes with Boost or Cricket or a Simple Mobile, you're going to get 4 gigs of 4G and then get dropped down to 3G, instead of just getting 100 megabytes of 3G, sometimes 4G. Because, yeah, their plan is cheap already, but you're going to get a better service with Solavei. You're going to get a faster internet with Solavei. And you're going to have a chance to earn extra income. I mean, Cricket or Boost are not going to give you your own website and not charge you for it. So you don't need to know all the ins and outs about it. You really don't even have to have a cell phone to work the business. I did it for 2 months.
Yeah.
I didn't work. I worked with my Sprint phone. I still was signing people up with my Sprint phone.
Yeah.
Because I showed them the vision. You got to show people the vision. The vision of Solavei is bigger than $49 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is.
I said it before and I'll say it again. If you think Solavei is just a phone company, you missed the whole deal. That's only about 10 to 20% of what we're going to be offering. I mean, we already know in June we're going to be launching off into retail.
Oh man,
and you know what I'm excited about? You know what I'm excited about? And I got to research this to make sure. But the pay cards that we have, I want to say, and don't quote me on this, I got to research it to be sure, but once I get it, I'm going to put it out there, I'm going to blast it out, that we're allowed to add money to that pay card. Have you heard that?
I have heard that, but I haven't really looked into how we can go about adding it, because I don't know what locations that we can do, but I have heard that you can add money onto your purple card, but I'm not for sure how you do it.
Okay, so say you have someone who maybe not be building the business, but they want some of those discounts as a Solavei member. Can you see them loading that pay card, going to Walmart or Best Buy? These are proven vendors, okay? Going to Walmart, Best Buy, or Starbucks, using that purple pay card, and not only are they getting a cashback commission, but so are you, because they're all in your network. And they're not even building the business. See, yeah. So I want everybody on my network Christmas shopping with their purple pay card. You know, that's how I want that. You know, so
absolutely.
All right. So as we wrap this up, for the rest of this calendar year, what would you like to see happen in your network in the next? What is this? This is March. So we're coming up on April, 4 months. So we got about another 8 months to go. You know, we're on the march to 1 million right now. We want to see 1 million members in the Solavei network by December 31st of this year. But what would you like to see happen in your network, Anthony?
Okay, well, I would like to see by, January 2014 coming up.
Yeah.
I want to be a shareholder. I want to have 1,500 people in my network within the next 8 months. And it can happen. It can definitely happen, man. If you get the right people, it can happen. So that's my goal, and I aim high, because it's always better to aim high than to aim low.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's gonna keep me motivated towards that goal, because the ultimate goal is to get shares with this company. That's my goal. I have to get shares with Solavei. I have to create generational wealth for my family. I have to leave some money for my kids' kids. And that's really what it's about. When I went to Dallas this weekend and seeing Ken Francis get $7,500 worth of shares and stock, I'm like, man, 8 months. I mean, he said it. He is literally set with a future billion-dollar company.
Yeah. And
that just amazed me. I was like, wow. I was like, I gotta get stock. I don't care if it take me, even if I don't get it, however long it take me to get stock with Solavei, I'm gonna get stock. I will be a shareholder in Solavei. Point blank, period. It will happen.
Speaking. All right, bro. Well, look, are there any last-minute tips that you have, anybody, or is there anyone, well, I'll say and, not or, any last-minute tips for success, and anybody you want to shout out as we bring this hangout to a close that might be on your team or anything like that?
Well, I would just, to my team, I've been working with the willing, man, because that's really all you can do. You can't really hound people that don't want to be hounded, because at the end of the day, your dream is not everybody else's dream. So you can't wait around for other people. You got to make your dream happen. You can't make them believe in your dream. You got to make your dream happen. You see what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, you only can work with the willing, man. And the tips I give, man, just stay consistently, man. Learn the business. Learn from somebody that's doing better than you, man. Just learn the business. Get around some right people, man, and it'll happen, man. They made it so easy now to make $1,000 a month. If you get 15 people, they get 3, then 9 more trios pop up within your first 2 levels. Somehow either you get them or people below you get them. You're 1,000 there. You get 50. I got 16. If they get 3, you have 45. You get 9 more trios somewhere in your network, you're 1,000 there. An extra $1,000 a month coming in, you ain't got to work. That's huge. It really is. That would cover my mortgage.
Yeah, it's covering mine. And then it's I'll be honest, and you know what? And I'll say this because to some people, I don't think it's the majority, but to some people, they hear $1,000 a month, they're like, nah, you know, that's not a big deal. But to the average American right now that's struggling in credit card debt, or, you know, keeping up with the mortgage, or they picking which bills to pay, you know, living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, $1,000 a month coming in every single month, whether you get out of bed or not, that's powerful.
That's powerful.
And once you get there, bro, I'm telling you, it's a feeling like no other. Because most people who start a quote-unquote home-based business do not make that type of money. I think the stats are like 90 to 95% of home-based businesses, these types of things, fail. Like, I think we all know somebody who may have did. I'm not going to name any other opportunities, but they're doing this. They're giving you a sample of that, and then maybe like, you know, 6 months later to a year, oh, I ain't doing that no more. You know, or nah, you know, I had to let that go. You know it. So there it is. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna end it on that. So, any shout outs though that you want to give before we wrap this thing up? Anybody want to say hey to?
Man,
or, you know,
I just want to shout out to the whole team. I want to thank you again for your time, man. Ken Francis, Chad Robinson, Quentin Bradford, Amy Midman, Cheryl Haynes, Cedric Brown. I mean, you know, we're just around. I mean, I'm just in the. It's just great, man, when you get around people that have common minds and common goals, man. You know, it's just really great to get around people with common goals, man. You know, because I know after Solavei, you know, 3-4 years now, you know, when we are up there, you know, making 10, 15, 20 grand a month, you know, I'm not, you know, let me not make no income plans, but I plan on making 15, 20 grand a month. I'm trying to max out, you know, but, but you know, I know that we're going to be doing, because like really, I want to do real estate. You know, once I get to like 15, you know, grand a month, I want to dabble into get some Robert Kiyosaki stuff going on, some cash flow.
All right, man.
Because now, I mean, if it ain't residual, I'm not really interested in it no more. If it ain't residual, if I gotta keep, you know, I know them apartment. We'll talk about that another time. But thank you for your time, Iman.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
we can make it happen.
I can't wait. You going on a cruise, right, to Hawaii?
Yeah. We should be. Yeah, I know. I'll definitely be. You're not going to Orlando, are you?
Nah, because we just came back from Dallas, man. So I'm like, I ain't gonna make that trip to Orlando.
And you know, I'm wondering to see what type of announcements they might make in Orlando to see if, you know, because they gave y'all like the whole, you know, like, hey, it's easier to get 1,000 there, and we're gonna pay y'all faster and all that type of stuff with the trios paying on first month instead of second. That's huge to me. Like, I'm loving that. But gonna be in Orlando next month. Cruise.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna roll out everything they roll out to Dallas to y'all. That's really all I think they're gonna do. But the cruise, I mean, I actually checked. Man, I'm actually in the top 90 for the cruise right now. As far as just personal,
I ain't even checked this.
Yeah, so man, the cruise, man, I can't wait to the cruise, man. I can't wait to meet you in person, man. You and your wife, and you know, we can hang out, man, in Honolulu. You know.
Sound good to me. Well, once again, Mr. Richardson, we definitely appreciate your time. This is Iman Mitchell, 1000 Maker. Hold on just a second. I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast. Everybody who's watching this, we want to thank you so much. And, you know, if Mr. Richardson's showing you this video, please believe that he is a proven leader here in Solavei. He's definitely got, you know, some powerful leaders that are around him as well. Ken Francis, Stacy Wallace, top income earner in this company, working with his team. That is dynamic. So if you're watching this and he's showing this to you, and we're not on teams, right, Mr. Richardson? Like, I don't make any money from your team, you don't make any money from mine. But I'm telling you, if this guy is the real deal, you want to be a part of the movement that he's got going on out there, not only in the Texas area, but soon across the United States and the world. So once again, thank you for your time. We'll go ahead and end the broadcast, and everybody, you have a good one.